Look what I spy with my little eye. Block watch. Somebody asked me if I'm autistic. I'm autistic as shit.
When the anime adaptation of You and I Are Polar Opposites released in winter 2026, it took the internet by storm, quickly becoming one of the most popular and beloved rom-com anime. But most people didn't realize that You and I Are Polar Opposites has a darker, more mature older sibling, until it also received an anime adaptation in the same year. People loved You and I Are Polar Opposites for its non-dramatic, non-toxic, wholesome take on the romance genre, with many people being fed up with how so many modern romance anime use forced drama and miscommunication to drive their plot. The drama can feel like untrimmed fat on a steak, just making the cut of meat chewier and harder to eat. You and I Are Polar Opposites is like a nice, lean filet mignon with very little fat. Ramparts of Ice, however, is like an incredibly heavy, super fatty, untrimmed ribeye. This story follows Koyuki Hikawa, a socially inept high schooler who maintains a large distance between herself and everyone else. As time goes on, she slowly begins to lower her ramparts of ice as she begins to interact with and open up to more people, with her gaining a growing friendship with her friend Miki, the basketball player Yota, and the popular boy Minato. The tone of this anime is completely different from You and I Are Polar Opposites. As I've said before, the story is chock so full of fat, it's as if it's compensating for Polar Opposites' lack of drama. Where Polar Opposites shows that relationships can be happy and healthy with proper communication and trust, Ramparts of Ice shows how fucked up high schoolers' social lives can actually get, packing a lot more drama and tension than Polar Opposites. But even so, in the rare situation where the author needs the problem solved, they still employ proper communication, which can tend to be a little surprising. But personally, when given the option to choose between the filet mignon and the ribeye, I'd probably choose the filet mignon. The ribeye can sometimes feel tough and hard to eat at moments, ending up with me simply being frustrated. Despite the fact that the drama in Ramparts of Ice is often pretty well done, it sometimes feels like there's just too much. There's drama in every episode, which obviously is sort of the appeal of the series, but it ends up feeling forced. I'm not saying drama is always bad, but it can lead to unnecessary bulk to an anime. Some people quite like the extra fat on a ribeye, but it's personally just not my thing. But there is an upside to choosing the ribeye. When cooked properly, the rich juices of the cut will always provide a superior taste. I love the characters of Ramparts of Ice. Where sometimes the characters of Polar Opposites felt somewhat superficial, the characters of Ramparts of Ice have so much depth, they almost make up for the chewiness of the drama, to the point where I would sometimes still choose the ribeye over the filet mignon. Each member of the cast had their own backstories and reasons for why they act the way they do. At the beginning of the series, I actually quite disliked Minato, but as they began to show the reasons he acts the way he does, he grew into one of my favorite characters in the show. Even though both cuts of steak were cooked differently, they were of equal quality. Each animation style complements their series' tones and themes. They're both equal in quality in my mind, with Ramparts having a more mature, simpler aesthetic like a char-grilled ribeye, whereas Polar Opposites had a more artsy, flamboyant visual style like a filet mignon that was given a pan-sear. But that doesn't quite mean that Ramparts has a worse visual aesthetic. Each visual style is simply complementary to the themes and tones of each respective series. All things considered, Ramparts of Ice doesn't offer as smooth of an experience as the filet mignon, but sometimes, all someone wants is a giant, messy, juicy slab of ribeye, and I think it fulfills this craving pretty well. I think the strengths of the series were well done, and with the second season coming out later this year, I personally look forward to the direction this show gets taken. Given how the first season turned out, I'm looking forward to what the chefs have in store for our next course.